Hello everyone, my name is Bruno. I study master degree in divinity here at Andrews, and I also work in the leadership department. 4 or 5 years ago, I became a bread making lover, and I was asked to share with you a bread recipe. So I'm gonna share with you the easiest recipe I've ever tried. So here we go. Here are the ingredients: whole wheat flour, okay, all-purpose flour, oil. You choose what kind of oil you prefer. I would only say that maybe olive oil is not the best because the flavor is very strong. Okay, so half cup of oil. Oats, you also can choose what kind of oats you prefer. Chia seeds, sesame seeds, salt, and dry yeast. Okay, 1 tablespoon of dry yeast and around 1 tablespoon of salt, but it depends too. And here we have 2 cups and a half or 20 ounces of water. Okay, so here you go. We're gonna first put here the water, okay, and then we're gonna use here 6 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. I think I put 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 tablespoons of whole wheat flour. Okay. Now we're going to add salt, which is 1 tablespoon, a little bit more, and the dry yeast. So the dry yeast, I prefer this kind of dry yeast, not necessarily the brand, but it's the highly active yeast. So it's a kind of fast acting. You don't need to warm it up or whatever. You just put in the recipe and then that's it. It's gonna work. Okay, you have everything here. So now you combine. And this recipe is really easy. And the reason is that you will not even need to knead it, okay? You don't need to knead. The secret is here in this first kind of dough. You need to whisk it very good. So the secret for not kneading in this recipe is that you will need to whisk here for 5 minutes. Okay, so after 5 minutes, we'll go to the next steps. Okay, so after 5 minutes, we're ready to the next step. So now we're going to add the oil, half cup of oil, and whisk again. And now it comes fun part when you can choose different things to put in your dough, in your recipe. For example, I got some stuff that I have at home now. I have oats. I like them in the bread. So I'm gonna add them. Chia seeds, sesame seeds, not that much because my wife doesn't like them. Like if you want to add flaxseed or walnuts, it's up to you, completely up to you. Okay, and also don't be strict to the amount of salt. You can measure it and try it and see if you need more. Okay, now we are going finally to add the remaining flour. You perceive that I didn't mention the amount of flour. I personally believe that when people in videos that you learn how to make bread or this kind of stuff, they say the amount of flour. I personally think that this is not correct because the amount of flour depends on the amount of water and also depends on the quality and the characteristics of the flour which you are using. So you need to feel it. I'm gonna show you how I do this. So I will put little bit of the whole wheat flour and a little bit of the all-purpose flour. And then you whisk a little bit more. And then when you see that you can put more, you add it. Okay. I'm adding more flour, half and half. And then combine. And when you reach the point when it's hard to deal with the dough here, we're going to put the dough in a place you can keep combining, not necessarily kneading, okay? So I think we just reached this point. So now I'm going to put this on the table. And there we go. You can add more flour. And now we will combine it until you have the dough with everything well mixed. And then we go to the next step. After using this properly clean surface, you can add the flour little by little until you reach this point when the dough will not be sticky anymore. You see that the dough, it's a little bit sticky, but not that much, okay? So this is a perfect point, because if you add a lot of flour, the tendency is that your bread will be dry, that you need to get for one slice of bread 2 cups of water. Okay, so and we definitely don't want that. When you have this uniform homogeneous dough, this dough will not make only one bread, but it will make instead two bread. And one of my objective in sharing this recipe with you is that you make one bread for you, your family, and the other one so you can prepare it, bake it, and give to someone, maybe your neighbor or a person that is going through some hardship, some hard moments in life. And I think that we need to understand that this moment of crisis, this pandemic, I believe that most people are not starving. It's actually kind of hard to find people starving here in the States, but we do have people emotionally starving. When we share our attention, our kindness is one of the best ways to show the people in practice that we care about them. So I encourage you to give one of these breads, put in the plastic, and put a Bible verse or something like that, saying you're special, and a verse that it's dear for you, okay? And it will be amazing. It's gonna be a day changing for the person that will receive this bread. I guarantee. Now we divide the dough in two. I think they're kind of equal. If you want to use a scale, perfect, okay? The way we prepare the dough, we fold the dough, is also important for its growing, okay? So you can put the dough like this, and then you're gonna get the extremes and bring them to the center. So like this, you stretch a little bit, bring to the center, stretch a little bit, bring to the center, and you do like this, Okay, and after you finish, you can put a little bit of flour here, and then you gather these extremes here and do like this, and bring and more and bring here. So you're going to have a stretched surface, which will help your dough to raise more. Okay, so now we put some oil spray. Put them here. This is a simplified version of the method of I don't know if I'm using the correct word in this case, folding. In French they call batard. Is the way, one of the most traditional ways to prepare the dough for baking it. This beautiful one, then go here, and now we're going to let it sit for approximately 1 hour in a warm place, maybe inside the oven, turned off, please, or in the microwave. I like to use the microwave. And then after around 1 hour, when the dough reached maybe around double its size, you can turn on the oven. You keep taking care of it, looking, and when you see a nice brown crust, then you can take the bread out and it will be done. Okay, so after 1 hour with the dough raising and 40-45 minutes in the oven, here are the two bread. I like the crust like this, but you can do whatever you want, you prefer. So you can see that this recipe offers you a very fluffy bread. I hope you try it, and if you like it, please pass it on. Thank you.